Hey you guys, welcome back to Selena's Corner. As you know, we'll be discussing MCQs of course 204 Disaster Management Unit 1. If you haven't yet watched the first 15 MCQs of this unit, then please go ahead and watch it. Click on this link that you can see on the top of your screen. And if you've already watched it, let's continue with MCQ number 16. Choose the man-made disasters. As you know, man-made disasters are the disasters which happen due to human action or inaction. So let's put a tick against all the disasters that have happened due to human action. First point, air pollution, yes. Earthquakes, no. Volcanoes, no. Fourth, radiation leaks, yes. Fifth, blackouts, yes. Water contamination, also yes. So our correct answer would be uh, option D, points 1, 4, 5 and 6. Question 17. Dash is the range of activities designed to maintain control over disaster and emergency situations and to provide a framework for helping those who are at risk to avoid or recover from the impact of the disaster. Option A, disaster cycle. Option B, rescue operations. Option C, liaison work. Option D, disaster management. The correct answer is option D, disaster management. Question 18. What is the need for disaster management? Let's go point wise. Point 1. To reduce trauma and tension. Yes, the DM team can provide psychological support to overcome any kind of traumatic effects caused due to any disaster. Point 2, to undertake rehabilitation program of the people who are affected, yes, by construction of houses and shelter, schools, etc. To undertake liaison work with agencies such both private and government and even hospitals to obtain funds, donations and all the other requirements. So yes, point 3 is also one of the needs. Point 4, to protect the environment. Yeah, it works towards protecting and preserving the environment before and even after the disaster has struck. Point 5, to undertake rescue operations. Obviously, this is an obvious point. So the DM team has trained personnel to rescue people effectively at the time of any disaster. So I would say that option D, all of the above points, is the correct answer. Question 19. The Chernobyl disaster was which kind of disaster? Option A, level 3 natural disaster. Option B, man-made disaster. Option C, natural disaster. Option D, level 2 natural disaster. The Chernobyl disaster was not a natural disaster at all. It was a nuclear power plant accident which exposed more than 6 million people to dangerous levels of radiation. It was a man-made disaster, which is option B, man-made disaster. Question 20. When the water levels of a lake drop below a certain level, it will be called what kind of drought? As we know, a drought is a temporary condition where the demand for water exceeds the income of water basically. So there are three types of droughts that we need to know, that is meteorological drought, hydrological and agricultural. Meteorological is when there is a reduction in rainfall below a certain level. Hydrological is when a body of water, the water content in it falls under a certain level. Now this could be due to less rainfall, that is meteorological reasons, or it could be because the source of that water is blocked. Okay. Then the agricultural drought, that is the third type, is where the crop yield itself, there is a reduction in the amount that is produced. So this could be because of low rainfall, which is meteorological reasons, or it could be hydrological reasons, or it could be insufficient access to fertilizers or other things that are needed to produce a yield. So these are the three types of droughts. Now the question is, there's a drop in the water levels of a lake, that is a water body. So our correct answer is option B, hydrological drought. So if it's less rainfall, meteorological; drop in water body level, hydrological; drop in the yield of crops, then agricultural. Question 21. What will you not do to sensitize students regarding man-made disasters? Option A, not tell them about terrorists and fire accidents, etc., as I don't want to scare them. Point B, give them first aid training to treat minor cuts and burns. Point C, give training on how to use equipment carefully. Point D, conduct mock drills on how to respond to an emergency. Correct answer is option A. Not telling them about terrorists or other accidents is not a solution. Yes, you can tell it to them in a way which is informative and it doesn't scare them, but not telling them is definitely not a solution. Question 22. What is the need for disaster management in schools? Let's go point wise. Point 1. To educate the students about disasters and their impact. Yes. Point 2. To make the school safe. Yes. Point 3. To allot proper duties to all for times of emergency. Yes. Point 4. To give effective and timely rescue. Yes. So our correct answer would be option C, all of the above. Question 23. Dash activities eliminate or reduce the probability of disaster occurrence or reduce the effects of unavoidable disasters. Option A, mitigation. Option B, humanitarian activities. Option C, recovery activities, or option D, liaison activities. Correct answer is option A, mitigation activities eliminate or reduce probable disaster occurrences. Mitigation is one of the phases of the cycle of disaster management. Question 24. Emergency training, early warning system, etc. are activities that come under the dash phase of the cycle of disaster management. Option A, mitigation. Option B, preparedness. Option C, response. And option D, recovery. Let me tell you the answer first. That is option B, preparedness. Mitigation actually eliminates or tries to reduce the probability of disaster. So activities such as public education, preventive healthcare, building codes, all these activities come under mitigation. Preparedness is the readiness to respond to any emergency or disaster situation. So early warning system, training, emergency training, all these activities come under preparedness. The aim of emergency response is to provide immediate assistance to people who have been struck by the disaster. So search and rescue missions, emergency relief, these are the examples of response activities. And the last point, that is recovery, are the activities done to help recover the people who have been affected by the disaster. So activities such as medical care, temporary housing grants, etc. are all the activities done under the recovery phase. So these are the 4 phases of the cycle of disaster management. Question 25. Who is the chairman of the National Disaster Management Authorities, NDMA? Now the Disaster Management Act 2005, it provides for a 3-tier mechanism for disaster management. The 3 tiers are NDMA, SDMA and DDMA. I'll tell about it in a second. Before that, I'll tell you the answer. The Prime Minister is the chairperson of the NDMA. So these are the 3 tiers. NDMA is National Disaster Management Authorities, SDMA is State Disaster Management Authorities, and DDMA will be District Disaster Management Authorities. The Prime Minister is chairperson for NDMA. Chief Minister of that particular state will be the chairperson of SDMA, and District Magistrate or the collector of that particular district will be the chairperson of a DDMA. Question 26. What does CRC stand for? Option A, Cyclic Redundancy Check. Option B, Crisis Relief Council. Option C, Central Relief Commissioner. Option D, Chairman of Rescue Committee. The correct answer is option C, Central Relief Commissioner. He is in the Ministry of Home Affairs, the nodal officer who coordinates the relief operations for natural disasters. Question 27. The president is the chairman of the CMG, Crisis Management Group. Give your opinion about the statement. Option A, yes, it is true. Option B, no, it is false. Option C, I have no opinion. Option D, I don't know. The correct answer is option B, no, it is false. It is the CRC, that is Central Relief Commissioner, who is the chairman of Crisis Management Group. Question 28. What could be a cause of industrial accidents? Option A, driving under the influence of alcohol, obviously. Option B, driver fatigue, that is the driver's tired. Option D, unsafe driving in snow. Option D, unsafe acts of the worker. Now this is an industrial accident, so the correct option would be option D, unsafe acts of the worker. This could be because of lack of knowledge or any other reasons. The other three are all driving related options, so that could be for transport accidents, causes for transport accidents. Question 29. What is the advantage of having a disaster management mechanism set up in schools? Option A, the government prescribed number of committees can be set up. Option B, with disaster management policies and funds in place, implementation of the same will be easy and effective. Option C, both options A and B. And option D, none of the above. The correct answer would be option B. Yeah. This brings us to the last question for today, question 23. The phases of the cycle of disaster management occur either in isolation or in this precise order, that is mitigation, preparation, response, and recovery. Give your opinion about the statement. Option A, the statement is correct. Option B, the statement is wrong. Option C, I don't understand it. Or option D, I don't have an opinion. The correct answer is option B, the statement is wrong, because these different phases rarely occur in isolation, and these phases of the cycle usually overlap each other. Now the length of the phase will depend on the severity of the disaster. So sometimes the mitigation phase is the longest and preparation is not so much, whereas the recovery might take a very short time, but the response to that disaster might take a very short span of time, but recovery might take like years together. So it really depends on the severity of the disaster. Thank you, everyone. As I already mentioned, I'm coming up with mock tests for all the courses very soon. For that, you will have to stay in touch. So, subscribe. See you later, guys.